Alrighty, guys, welcome back to our logistical lesson journey for Hell Let Loose, where we're going to be covering some more on the key elements of the game that are undervalued and very rarely fully utilized within the games, especially with the influx of lower-level players just recently, and players that kind of just don't understand fully what is available at their disposal. So we've done the nodes, we've done the how to get the supplies. Now we're going to be looking at the defenses and what else you can build with the supplies. And this is probably where it's going to come into its own, because this will massively increase your chance at defending a point and stopping the enemy team doing a massive steamroll and getting easy flanks and sneaking in behind enemy lines or behind your lines. Utilizing this, I think you'll find not only will it be rewarding because you'll be hailed a hero for building these and increasing the survivability of your teammates and further securing a decent defense, but you'll probably get a bit of an inner reward for that. You've done good, and actually you are more effective than some of your other teammates by doing so. So this is what we're going to look at right now. We're going to go look at the defensives. There are 4 different types of defenses that you can build, and 2 of them you can upgrade twice from a level 1 to a level 3, and we're going to go through that now on the way it looks and the relevance behind it. Alrighty, so here we are now. So we've pre-staged it up already, and we're going to go left for these 2, and we're going to go and talk about these ones over here, and then we're going to go and talk about and there's a specific reason why we're going to do it this way, but we'll do it this way. So as an engineer, you'll see that apart from the nodes, you'll see there is a bigger list of things that you can do at the very top. Barbed wire, hedgehog, barricade, and bunkers. These are your point defenses and the ones that allow you to control enemy and enemy vehicle movements. These are key on some maps being so open and actually make some maps even harder to traverse than what they already are. Now, these ones here are what we know as hedgehogs. These are anti-tank traversable traps that you can build. You put these in the middle of a road, a tank or a vehicle will not get round or get past them. The Axis version of these will be the Belgian gates. Looks so much more daunting than what the hedgehogs do, and they literally are a full description as to what they are. They are literally like an L-shaped frame with spikes and a great big opening door with support struts. They cover a larger area than the hedgehogs, but they are just as effective. However, the Belgian gates, just as a bit of a side tip, do allow you to climb them or walk up them as a ramp to get roof access. So they can also be used to increase your access to certain places and not just restrict enemy vehicle movements. Next, we're going to go on to the barbed wire, which is this lovely pile of wood and spiky wire here. Pretty self-explanatory. We all know this. Anything that walks within it doesn't take any damage, but it prevents and slows them, so they'll get toggled up and caught up. Easy kill, really, and it's noisy, so you'll know that they're trying to gain access. So when you got high walls or you got certain access doors in certain buildings, you place this. It means they can't get to garrisons quite so easily, and it just means that you're kind of funneling them to one point of the map, of a point or a map or to an area, which means that your firing capability is more effective. Now we're going to skip this until last, and we're going to go and talk about the barricade. So this is the first of the 2 that we said can be upgraded. Now these are just regular barricades that give you cover. You can mount machine guns on these. You can climb them. They're a hard service. They're collidable. So if you put this in the middle of a road, you can't drive through them, which is all well and good. But these only prevent small arms fire from going through. So I do believe SMGs and pistols can't. I have a feeling that rifles can. Machine gun fire absolutely can. And it won't stop the effectiveness of tank shells and AT rockets, satchels, etc. Now, you upgrade it again to level 1. You see now it doubles it up where it's got 1 sandbag and now 1 logs. This will stop rifle, SMG, and pistol rounds from going through and doing any kind of damage to you, and machine gun fire, but still won't protect you from explosive grenades, tank fire, and heavy artillery area effects, which is fine for the most part, seeing as you want to defend yourself against the incoming onslaughts of the enemy infantry. And then level 3, which is this lovely little building here, is this little Hasco bag window frame right here. Again, fully climbable, interactable, hard collision, and grants you a full full protection from anything. So if a tank shoots this, the explosion or the penetration will not go through. Same with artillery firing grenades. This is the best one to do, but it is also a time drain and takes teamwork and supplies to do so. These ones I would like to see more commonly used, just because it makes open areas far less open. Now, we're going to go on to this lovely little arrangement of logs right here. This is going to be the bunker. So this is the level 1 bunker. So it's just a U-shaped frame. Nothing special, nothing tremendous about it, but it gives you greater protection. It costs more resources and also demands more time. But once you start upgrading it, and which is what we're going to do right now, there we go. Speed up complete. There we go. So this is a level 1 bunker. And as you can see, very fitting to the theme of the Allies. It adds a lovely layer of sandbags. But now you see you've got a little bit of back protection now. So you've got another corner you can hide in. And same as the barricades, the initial level 1 only stops small arms fire. This now prevents machine gun fire from going through. And it's very much like this one. Once you upgrade it to level 3, as we're going to do now, there we go. Fast forward initiated. So this is a level 3 bunker. Now, this looks rather pretty. You got a little bit of camouflage also, and this gives you full protection from tank, explosive, artillery fire, grenade fire, machine guns, and every weapon out there. Unless you're stood here and shot in the face, obviously you'll die. But it gives you a great area of effects. Again, build these in the middle of a field, build these in the middle of a road, and you increase your effectiveness either by blocking vehicular access or by increasing your view range before they get close to you. These are key. I cannot tell you how easy it is to defend a point once you use a combination of all or some of these on a point, and then you're using the buildings and the walls and the scenery that's already included in the game to increase your defense. I don't understand why they're not used more. Now, again, massive emphasis on the time drain. Teamwork is key. If you only have one engineer that's looking at building all of this, it's going to take you a quarter of the game before you start looking at getting anything done, right? Not to mention that when you look into your rents, you can see there is a build limit. So each player on their own can build a maximum of 4 barbed wires, can only build a maximum of 3 hedgehogs, 4 barricades, can only build 1 bunker, 1 repair station, and like we covered before, can only build 1 of each of the nodes. So if you want to get a nice network of barricades and bunkers down for a very big open point, you need 2 or 3 engineers to do so, which also means you need to be running supplies like it's going out of fashion, which means you need someone to either be willing just to drive a truck and be World War II HGV driver sim for the first sort of 20 minutes of the game, or you need to tag team and be on comms. This is not a solo venture. This is no AFK idle sim. You need to work together, and I think this is where we're lacking. People are just too wanting to go off and do their own thing, play a little bit of Call of Duty Hell Let Loose, and, shoot some peeps in the face and hope that all is going to be well. It's not the case. So, this is defensive. Please start using more. Even if we start using a few of these and a few barbed wires, you'll notice a massive uptake in your defense successes over your defense failures. So, I hope this helps. Any comments, any clarification, please ask away. I'm always here for you guys. I have one more video to cover all of the awesome things that you can use supplies to build for as an infantryman, and that will be coming in the next video. So until then, guys, I will see you later.